At least... Hey. Okay, so Tsumugi can also throw hands. Alright, so... Okay, we're continuing on. And I'm gonna hope that I don't freeze going up the stairs again. Yeah, see, I can hit escape here now. I could not do that before. Ah, there was supposed to be a cutscene because I do not have control. Well, playing the big romantic. Leave me alone. Oh, but we just want to talk. Isn't that what you want? To talk about love? Maybe she wants a scene. Room for her demons. Ah, this is why they were on the second floor. Smile for the camera. You think you're special? You think your love is worth more than ours? You're just a... You should die. You're truly disgusting. You literally talked about how you were getting excited when girl was thrown in a locker. You have zero fucking room to talk. Only you would slick... What is she doing? She should be here by now. Did she stay in class to talk? I'll go see. Where's the door? Here. That's not the door I get to go through. Okay, where's the door I get to go through? This game really loves throwing you in without... Whoa. Giving any indication of, like, where you're actually supposed to be. Okay, so, quick thing, though. I know where to go because I literally just went through this, but she thinks that Tsumugi is staying back in... Tsumugi was beaten to death? What have they done to you? You're covered in blood. I'm going to get you out of here. Escort Tsumugi out of the school. What? 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 Y'all, I'm... So... What the fuck was the point of showing her, of Tsumugi, getting locked in the refrigerator and implying, building up, that she froze to death in the locker? Because she clearly didn't. It's like they just forgot that that was a thing they'd done. Like, that was the thing at the start, right? That they were playing hide and seek, Mia was counting, and someone came and locked Tsumugi into the freezer. Where, presumably, from the way the game built, she froze to death. If love is a sin... then call me the devil. Where did we find the card? What? The devil. The devil was an angel at first, until he fell, till he plummeted from heaven. The descent into hell, I know it. The end, I know it. The hand that closed that lock, I know it. What? What? No, what? What lock? She was beaten to death. Serious, you do know I can see you. Right. Kidding, it took you ages. Yeah, you'll see. Yeah. Tsumugi goes off. Oh, it was Mio. You are not hidden. So, is Mio actually the one who... What? Why? She loved her too much. She loved her to death. Their love was inconceivable for this small town. I butchered that word. They bothered her until her last day. They went after the one who kept her company on the lonely nights without Tsumugi. The one who never asked for anything but kibble and a little milk. They took care of her cat. Okay. Dracula was stuck in Mio's room. She named her cat Dracula. Normal, she was always there at this time. Here, kitty kitty. So they can just get into... Come see us so we can scalp you. Jesus Christ. Find a way out. I'm now the cat. I'll just warn you, I don't know how to use a computer. Cat's got leaps, though. Is it the lever? What? Is this supposed to be... I'm so lost, y'all. Or I'm not... I wouldn't really say I'm lost. I'm let down? Feels better? Yeah, I'm not following the fish. Am I just stuck in a loop now because I didn't want to follow the fish? Do I have to go back to the fish? No. Okay. So I just opened a door, but it's not the door where I was. Also, I cannot go any faster. Again, I'm a little befuddled, dumbstruck by this. It's not... Am I supposed to go over the fish? The fish is where I'm supposed to go. Okay. I thought the fish was the girls trying to trap me, and I'm supposed to avoid them. But I'm a cat. I wouldn't know that. This feels very disjointed. Well, I already learned my lesson once. Don't go to the fish at first because there's a door or something that I have to go somewhere else to open. Also, I've gone downstairs, so theoretically, from the layout of the house, so far as I know, I'm now underground. Oh, cool. No. This time I needed to follow the fish. Can I ring the bell, let someone know where I am? You know, I said that, then I realized, wait, I don't want them to know where I am because those girls are looking for me to scalp me. Yeah, see, they are trying to catch me. Okay, can I have control? Thank you. Okay, what is with the fish? I can't do anything. Okay. So, did I just, like, move one of them? Yeah. Was that intentional? No. No, it wasn't. Did it happen anyway? Yep. So, wait, where am I supposed to go at this point? This door is closed. This door over here... Oh, this door is cracked open. Watch, I'm gonna... Leave Hanabari Mansion without getting caught once. Oh. How'd they get in? That's my question. We have a gate lock. And there is zero chance that Mio would tell those people anything about the gate. Find a safe space. Okay, well, it's not going to be through the disappearing wall. I can't jump anymore. Sure, I'll just go to the police. Ah, Mio has jumped. Hey, buddy. I'm safe with a police officer. So, let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. Mio's girlfriend is beaten bloody, abused to hell and back. Mio carries her out of the school. She recovers. Nothing is done about this. And unfortunately, while yes, bullying absolutely does happen, physical violence is a line that isn't crossed. That would actually lead to repercussions. Tsumugi recovers. They go playing hide and seek. What? Mio. I'm working the timeline out, guys. So they're abused for being lesbians. Tsumugi is assaulted. Tsumugi recovers. I'm going to take a second here. Days later in the pouring rain. But Tsumugi recovers to the point that they are playing hide and seek together. And out of twisted love, Mio locks her in a refrigerator. Then she goes to the top of the school, and while she is up there threatening to jump, Reina and her friends somehow break into the Hanabari Manor to attack her cat. Like, days later in the pouring rain, Reina ran home. None of these people are good. I don't care about any of them. You're dead! What? Oh, this is after... Is this after Father has brought Mio back as a literal doll? What? Who are you? No, you're dead. You're fucking dead. The descent into hell was nothing compared to her vengeance. What my father created by bringing her back to life wasn't Mio. It was a monster. A chimera, an empty shell without a being without faith or law. That night, under the pouring rain, the saw against the throat of that poor girl, she began to saw, sawing slowly through the screams, through the tears, under the sound of vocal cords snapping with each pass of the metal teeth, her body emptying out like a dripping mass of Mio, stop. What story are you saying? What are you telling yourself? Tsumugi, put that saw down. You can lie to us, but you can never lie to yourself. Make a choice. Put down the saw or continue killing Reina. I'm going to put down the saw. I think I just made a choice on the ending. I remember the cold. The cold of the metal. Not the cold of the metal. The one that shot through me when I closed the door. I told her it would be just for a moment. That it was a game. That I'd be right back. I was lying. Not to her. To me. I already knew I wouldn't open it. When the door slammed, I felt something go quiet inside of me. Not fear, not love, something simpler, the possibility that she would leave. I told myself I was protecting her. From the world, from others, from tomorrow. But the truth is, I couldn't stand the idea of her living without me. I acted out of possession. I wanted her to stay. Even motionless, even silent, even dead. When the pounding against the door started, I thought of all the times we had been hit. The laughter, the looks, the words. I said to myself, at least nobody's touching it here. That's when I understood. Love doesn't protect by locking away. It destroys. I threw myself off the roof because I lived in the world. I refused to live in a world where she was dead by my hand. I didn't follow her out of eternal love. I followed her because I could no longer live with myself. I don't expect forgiveness. I don't deserve it. I'm letting her go now. Not because it's right, even though it is, but because continuing would mean holding her back again. Tsumugi, hold me. Just one last time. Hello? Hey! We've arrived to Dolltown. Oh, hey, now it's a brightly lit town. Oh, hey. I had control for a half second. Find the convenience store. Oh, hey, I actually have mouse. I actually have camera control for once. Hello? Need a map of the city? Oh, you've been here before, haven't you? Well, welcome back to Dolltown, haha. So that really was the choice ending. January 14th, 2023, Dolltown, reopening the Hanabari file. Dolls were found in poses suggesting clues we'd missed during previous investigations. My investigation begins. So... I can launch New Game Plus. We'll test this out. Just arrived. I'm going straight to the store. Love you. Okay. That was an hour and a half experience. And part of that is simply, hey Franken. Part of that is simply because I encountered the crash where my game just froze. Hey, look, I became a silhouette again. And then there was also that very frustrating scene with the principal. So does anything happen? Sorry, okay. So I was about to say, does anything happen because I didn't go to talk to Frangen? Also, what's the point of Frangen? No, I'm holding off. That's not Dracula. because he's got a white underbelly, and Dracula did not. Yeah, I know. Come on. Over here. I'm gonna loop around. Yeah, I fully believe this game could have been completed inside of half an hour. Oh, here's the switch. The back door opened as well. Like, the setup in this section, the setup at the beginning, this is fine. Crowbar. What was that? Should take it. Yeah, I should take this. There's literal doll monsters that attack. I'm going to ignore that. And never pick this back up. So I never talked to Frangen. So Frangen, don't be afraid, it's a doll. Okay, so New Game Plus, the enemy didn't have any more health. I don't know if it did any more damage. Also, I want to say that the developer used only one model of Mio this entire time. I can't quite tell in this scene, but everywhere else we saw Mio, she has blood on her lips. And the implication is obviously, you know, the whole, hey, her father bled onto her mouth, right, to bring her back. The problem is, she had that blood on her lips in scenes where that didn't happen. Where she was still, technically, alive and had not been bled on. So yeah, Mio goes crazy. This is after, by the way, this is after Tsumugi has been beaten and left bloody in the school. Like, we don't understand the significance of how she looks in this scene when this happens. When this is happening. But this is, and now having played through the full story, we know in this scene she has been assaulted. She has been left laying bloody and broken in the school. But no one did anything. Not even her own parents did anything. Yep, she's been locked in. Hey, you found me, it's cold in here. No answer, it was cold, so cold. She hammered, screamed. 28, 29, 30. I'm coming, I'll find you.
Hello there.
Hey, Nem. Hey, sweetheart. How you doing? Tatsuori, huh? Yeah. They try to build Mio as this very sympathetic character, someone that you're supposed to relate to and feel sorry for. Excuse you. Oh, so I don't get... okay, it's too early. I can't get the coins yet. Hey, sweetheart. You've missed me completing the game. I'm on New Game Plus at the moment. What's you looking for?
Your character's stuck on an emote. It's just alt
Oh.
1.
Oh, cool. I'm stuck on an emote. I didn't know, y'all. I have no idea how long I've been like that.
Maybe your mouth is still moving and stuff, so you're fine.
It's my sister. It says town. So, I wanted to get back into this to get to the map, because I wanted to be looking at the map as I talked with y'all about this. Now, keep in mind, I was really looking forward to this game. Like, really looking forward to this game when it came out. I played through this demo, got through the graveyard scene. The graveyard scene is where the demo ended, right? And I feel like everything after the graveyard scene kind of broke down. And let me go into that. Okay, so I'm coming back over here. Because, okay, so first off, I'm going to see if I can now get to the coins. Because I couldn't interact with this thing before. Nope, still can't. I can't interact with those either. Okay, so before I go test this, I'm going to get to the map, right? This is what I wanted to talk with y'all about. So, we are introduced, this is our map, right? You've seen countless maps in video games. But an important thing to note is that in those games, from Silent Hill, Resident Evil, to Legend of Zelda, to whatever, if you have a map and there are identified, not just identifiable, but identified locations on this map, we have 7 here. This indicates that there are going to be events occurring at those locations. Otherwise, there is no reason to identify them. There is no reason to draw the player's attention to them. And this is part of what leads me to what I said before about, like, it falls apart after the graveyard, okay? We are given this map basically not quite at the start, but within 5 minutes of playing this game, you see this map. And you already have seen 2 of these locations, right? You've seen the town's monument, because if you play it through, the town's monument is where you meet Frangen. Okay? So there's your town's monument. Yes, it can even be a short game, can have this. It's fine. But you have the town's monument, you meet Frangen there. Cool. Then you have the convenience store. Cool, got it. It's where we have it's quote unquote the conceit of why Yumi is here. She got hired to work at this. I have zero idea why you would hire a schoolgirl from another town to come work at a convenience store, but she did. Suspension of disbelief, will accept that in rock and roll, okay? Then we have the high school, okay, and the Hanabari Manor. Now, up until this point, the main conceit has been the whole doll thing, right? We were building up to why the dolls killed things, and I'm gonna rush through and test. I may do this off camera, but the whole thing is supposed to be the dolls ruin the town, the dolls drag the town into darkness, which is a cool and interesting horror game concept, right? And so, but location, right, first, back to this. So there are then the temple. We go to the temple because that's where we go to get the money, and so we can continue the progression into the manor. Okay. And we also have the comment. No, I am snoozing this one because I am ranting. We also have the concept that for whatever reason, Yumi doesn't like temples. She doesn't do well in them. Okay? This builds, okay, cool, there's going to be something going on with the temple. We're going to come back to the temple at some point. Maybe learn about why Yumi doesn't like temples. Okay? Cool. Then you have the high school, which is the whole section that we just dealt with. Then there's the Porcelain Cafe and the Hanabari Factory. Now, when we played through the demo, I figured that would be the main focus of the game, would be the factory, because there's so much going on with the factory. I'm currently running back to the Porcelain Cafe to see what's going on over here. There's so much like the dolls everywhere, the fact that you're not supposed to mess with the dolls, you're supposed to respect them and avoid them or whatever. Okay, so the Porcelain Cafe is like right here. This is the Porcelain Cafe. This is. I can't even interact with it. There is zero recognition that this is like any kind of special building, despite the fact that it is pinpointed on our map. Cool. Oh, I can check on the doll. This is like Resident Evil, but with less zombies and more creepy dolls. At least I hope they're not zombies. Again, clearly something's building up with the dolls. But aside from the fact that you fight like 5 of them, after the graveyard scene, the stuff with the dolls basically disappears. It just disappears. They're no longer... They're not even... Yeah, I think you fight one in the school when you're first trying to get in. Right, when we complete the generator puzzle, we fight a doll. And that's the end of it. There's no more. I'm also currently running over because I think what they did is they saved my progress, quote unquote, despite the fact that this is New Game Plus. I've already solved getting the Lego from the Gachapon machine. But right, so you built up that this is supposed to be a story about the dolls and about the father's descent. Yep, there's the Lego. So the New Game Plus doesn't even reset the game. The enemies have not been harder. Oh, hey, cool. I didn't mention the fact that I knew the code this time. I had to remember it myself. That's one difference I've seen so far. She dropped a key. Yeah. But after the graveyard scene is where this game falls apart. After basically what the demo was. Hi, it's Mrs. Hanabari, who we know nothing about why she is. We don't know why she's a boss fight. We know nothing about this. We just know, hey, it's Mrs. Hanabari. Now... Oh, she's kicking my ass this time. Cool. She claps. She's clapping at me. You died. I'm not particularly heartbroken about it. I think she killed me in 3 hits. Oh, cool. I get to redo this. But so after the graveyard scene is where it falls apart, where the entire focus of it changes and it becomes not about the father's grief, which we had an explanation for. His daughter commits suicide. We know what's going on there. It suddenly becomes a story about psychotically vulgar and insane bullying. Okay, so the boss does have more health this time. But like absolutely unhinged bullying. And then Mio, we get the weird disjointed we get the weird disjointed persona scene, the persona classroom scene talking about twisted love, and then the bullying continues. Tsumugi is beaten. which contradicts what happens, which we've already seen in this segment. I don't care about the downfall, dude. I'm literally speed clicking through this. We have Mio go crazy and kill her lover after she is assaulted. Because no one does anything about this. There's literal blood splattered across a classroom floor and no one does anything. No one does anything. Everything up to this, up to where we are right now, is building towards the horror of the dolls and the dolls' descent. The game is building up. It talks about how It talks about how the town is divided after her death and everything. We don't see any of that. It disappears. I want to feel like I said, the game feels like it fell apart. It feels like it's incomplete. Like we're missing sections. What the fuck is this? Can of yellow paint. At least with this color, you don't miss a thing. Huh? What's the fucking point of that? There's literally nothing in this game that's yellow painted. He steals his daughter's bones. Like, there's an interesting... Okay. I'm being quiet because I'm waiting for the ad to end. So we've already seen this. Nothing has changed. There has been literally no other than the boss having more health and hitting harder. I think there's been no difference in New Game Plus. Okay, so we're back from the ad. So we're now at the end of the demo in New Game Plus. This is where the demo ends in New Game Plus. This is where the demo ended, was this scene right here. When the father performs necromancy. And, okay, yes, it's a little bit of a cliche story, and, oh, my daughter died, I will bring her back. But then we were going to make it interesting with, like, the doll aspect of it, and like how the dolls overtook the town and everything, and how the town developed this thing of don't mess with the dolls. Why more dolls than just Mio have come to life? We're looking into all of that, right? Like that's what this feels like it's building up to. But now we get this. We now get, and now they clearly don't intend for you to actually play New Game Plus. Because I just got generic item. It's not even telling me it's the janitor's key card. Why? Because I already have the janitor's key card. Because it didn't clear my inventory on New Game Plus. It didn't clear any of my progress on New Game Plus. Okay, don't panic. We need to reach the main building. Whatever, kid. Like, let's just go. Oh, spooky. Again, we're even right here, we're still building up to what's going on with the dolls. Why are the dolls moving around? Why are more than just the Mio doll moving around? Because we've seen why Mio is. Boom. Ooh, spooky. Okay, got the 5 breakers. Like, I didn't mean to accidentally re-click it. Okay. So I'm now speeding through this, and except for like the literal travel time it's taken me maybe 15 minutes to play through the game on New Game Plus. The only spot where I've had any challenge whatsoever was the harder game, the harder boss fight, which might entirely just be that I got caught by the boss. Okay, here's the other set of stairs. Excuse you, go up the stairs. Alright, all done. Back to the generator. And here's our last fight with the doll. This is the last time we see anything with the dolls being strange and horror. Which I think is maybe the 5th time. And it did. The game has disappointed me. Because right here, the it's like the developer decided, hey, we're gonna change what the focus of the story is. Instead of it being about the father and everything, it's gonna be about 2 lesbians being bullied and one of them killing themselves over it. Oh, I have to look at the note too. Oh, vey. Why don't you disappear? Yeah. I think I get it now. So, yeah, I love you. And you're holding yourself. Get ready for some fucked language here, Nem. I don't know why the dev changed their mind or why they decided to use some of the vulgarity they're about to be using, but it's twisted. And I don't care about the monster. I don't care about the dirty lesbian. This is nothing. I was like, God damn, you're really saying that? But I was like, okay, this makes sense. It's what the 4 bullies go with that made me go, what the actual fuck, and refuse to actually read their language. We think he loves you. You're a doll. Why don't you stay in your locker? And then there's this. Stop, you're hurting me. Get in there. That way we don't have to see your ugly face. This is what got me. It excites me so much when you lock her up. Fucking what? You really only think with your... What? Seriously, you're the worst. You're always in heat. And then that. Like, fucking what? Yeah. By the way, we're almost done with the game. You engage the device, though. Wait, needs 2 cards. Okay, go back downstairs. So now we're going to get the bullying scene. We're going to get more bullying. But wait, there's more. Class 2B, and it's open. I'm going to go in, and we're seeing this scene. 4 dolls beating up a 5th one seems unfair. Oh, right. I have to come up here and look at the die. And award for being a best student. Yeah, this scene was in her journal. What they did to her was really disgusting. Okay, so we have the janitor. It's now nighttime. That was the end of day bells, by the way. They caused you a lot of trouble. Yes, sir. You shouldn't let them treat you. There's 4 of them. Try talking to the principal. Yeah, he's Raina's father, so he won't ever do anything. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, how about you walk with me and go, hey, I had to pull this student out of a locker. Alright, I have to go find her bag. Which was, like, pathetically predictable as soon as I saw the garbage can. Okay, so now I'm going back to the classroom. Only instead of going up to the classroom I'm in, I'm going to a different one. Where we're going to get the weird, disjointed Persona classroom scene. At this point, apparently, I'm just playing the game through to get both of the endings. This is the scene that actually pissed me off. That really set in that I was done with this. This conversation right here. So I'm not going to expose you to it, but to explain what happens, this guy has voice lines. Only he has lines. If you click through them too quickly, he restarts. You literally have to sit here and get lectured by him. And then the devs put in a, oh, you got lectured in a video game, shaking my head award. Look at me. I'm talking to you. Do you see that clock? Look at it. No, look at it. Hands are turning. Maybe don't wait. Unlike your father, time is a serious machine. Machine that does not accept delays of 12 minutes and 47 seconds. I feel like that's about how long I've been playing this run. That's the problem with you artists. You live in the clouds, pulling strings, believing the whole world is a stage. Here, Mio, this is the real world of education. The capital E. We don't pull strings to get people to move. We obey the bell. Are you listening to me? Don't blink. And don't look at me with that victim look on your face. I know what you're going to say. Oh, they put me in a locker. Which you can literally get proven by speaking for 2 seconds to your janitor. What an amazing imagination. She's definitely her father's daughter. Always inventing melodramatic stories to mask a glaring lack of organization. You should follow my daughter's Raina's example. Now, this is where I accidentally clicked through this line too quickly. I hit spacebar too fucking quickly and got exposed. I ran into, he started the lecture over. Ah, Raina. At least she knows what the word dignity means. She's been in class for 20 minutes. Yeah, after she put me in the fucking locker, asshat. Studying. She doesn't hang around hallways looking for lame excuses. She has a future. She doesn't end her days with glue and whatever. She, whose whole block smells of floor polish. Do you understand what I'm telling you? Yeah, that you're jealous of my father. Discipline is like a puppet. If you cut a single thread, the thread of punctuality, everything else will collapse. Today, you're a shapeless pile of wood in the middle of my hallway. Tomorrow, if you're even a second late, I won't listen to your complaints. Don't care if you lost your bag or if me and Raina played a prank on you. Raina is a model student. She wouldn't waste her time with a girl like that. More distracted than you. Now, hurry up and go to math class. And if I see you loitering again, I'll call your father. See if he can give you some structure between 2 coats of varnish. Now go get out. Let's move forward. Don't run in the hallway. You listen to the principal without making him repeat. Did they lock you up again? And there's randomly this lady. We have zero idea why she's here. There's zero comment about the fact that a woman holding a fucking wakizashi is in a classroom. Yeah, janitor found me. And welcome to the random persona scene. Today we're the crimes of passion. I'm not sitting here through this entire lecture again. Meet me on the roof after class. She's still there. I didn't pay attention to her at the end of the first one. She's still there. Okay, so now we're the girlfriend. Now we're Sumugi. And first time I did this, my game froze as I was going up these stairs. We get this scene where the bullies are now going to drag the girl to the room and beat the shit out of her. Room for her demons. Smile for the camera. So they literally, I forgot, they camera this. They document their assault. Dirty lesbian, slit your wrists. And now Mio's going, where's my girlfriend? So my character thinks that her girlfriend is still in the classroom for some reason. But instead of going there, we go to corridor 2, where she actually is. Do we have any reason to go here? No. But we're going to come in and find she's been beaten to death. Only she's not dead. Keep in mind, she's not dead. Because the scene from the start of the game still has to happen where she's playing hide and seek. But she has been beaten bloody. She has been beaten bloody. Assaulted, bloody, unconscious. And now a little girl is having to carry another little girl out. Because apparently every single adult at this school has vanished. I've literally gotten back here in about 30, maybe 40 minutes. I've gotten back to this point. There is one more scene I have to do after this, which again is very disjointed and doesn't fit the flow or type of the game at all. So we're going to get the if to love is a sin, which was basically what the whole lecture was about. People loving too much and doing crazy things because of it. Call me the devil. So now we're seeing the other side of one of the very first scenes in the game when the girls were playing hide and seek. One, two, three. Tsumugi takes off. So we've got... I forgot about this. So we have one more scene after this because we've still got the schoolgirls, the cat scene. Oh no, I have to hide in a bush. My girlfriend can't see me following her as I plot to murder her. Cool. I locked her in the thing. So, by the way, this scene where they're playing hide and seek and I just locked her in the freezer is after she has been beaten. Oh yeah, now the bullies, now they're gonna go kill her cat. Dracula was stuck. The girls are here. I'm still going to. I don't care if there is an achievement for getting caught or something. I'm not gonna get it. I'm gonna do this exactly like I did the first time and get out of here without being caught, and go on with my life. So, I was originally. I figured. I didn't think this game would be too long. I didn't think it'd be barely an hour long, but I didn't think it'd be too long. So, I was originally intending to play another game today, too. A game called Fear the Time Loop. I really wish I had just played Fear the Time Loop instead of this. Now, keep in mind, this is just my personal opinion. There may be someone who just plays this game and really loves it, who the story impacts, who feels a connection with it, because it is a story about bullying. It is a story about suicide. But the problem is that by making Mio into a murderer, by making Mio kill her girlfriend over being... No, I want to take a break from the stream. I've been talking too much. But by making Mio a murderer, by making Mio kill her friend, you've ruined the sympathy you might have engendered for her. Like, I'm no longer invested in Mio. I'm not upset that she died because she murdered her girlfriend. So now we have the girls in the hallway. They're trying to kill us. Because, yeah, I clicked through it, but they literally say, "Where are you, kitty? Come out so we can scalp you like your mistress." I jump on the piano. That girl comes over. Excuse you. Then I get to leave. There's just randomly a big ass room here. No idea why. This feels like this is supposed to be a trap or a chase. It's nothing. So I'm now supposed to find a safe place. I've lost the ability to jump. My model looks different. I was just looking between the preview, which still had the in-house cat model, and this model. And I think the two models are actually a little different. Yeah, we're basically at the end of the game now. I actually know what I need to do this time, because last time I was like, oh, hey, I have to find a safe space. And so I went over, I tried to sit by the cops, that didn't work. And I went over and I explored all along the edge of the map trying to get away. But no, I was actually meant to come over here. So you can look up, you can see Mio, that is the character who's just killed her girlfriend. Cat's gonna come up, cat's gonna sit down, girl's gonna jump. Which leads to the first part of the game, where the father is then going to perform necromancy because his daughter killed herself. But this is why I said the game feels incomplete. Because it feels like there's supposed to be more. Now, what I'm hoping is that there was a point where I could make a choice. For the people who were here towards the start of the stream, they saw me make the choice. I chose one of two options. I could not go back and choose the other option. I played through New Game Plus to choose it again. This right here is after the father has performed doll-based necromancy and brought his dead daughter's shell back. You're dead, you're fucking dead. The doll chases the girl down. Now, what do we not have at this point? Anything about why the townsfolk themselves are scared of messing with the dolls. Why the dolls spread through the town, because at this point there's nothing of that. We don't have anything. Now we have the doll Mio, as you can see from the articulation on her hands, sawing through one of the girls' throats. And then suddenly there's Sumugi's spirit because she's dead. I'm going to make the opposite choice. So first time I put the saw down. This time I'm going to continue killing Reina. And what I am hoping is that this adds more to the game. Like there's another section or something after this. And considering the walls just went black, whereas last time they went white, it does not. They say I locked her in. They say I closed the door. They say I knew. No one was there. No one saw her look when she hid. She trusted me. I did too. The world had already condemned us. They looked at us like a mistake, like something to be corrected. So yes, I closed the door. But it wasn't a murder. It was a solution. In the cold, she wouldn't suffer anymore. No more hits, no more laughter, no more looks. Just silence. Just us. They say I waited, that I listened, but the sound of the wind during my fall covered everything. I didn't hear anything. I didn't want to hear anything. I didn't throw myself off the roof out of guilt. I did it because the world had nothing left to offer me. I didn't want her to go alone. I didn't want us to be separated again. If they wanted to call it a crime, let them. I call it staying together. They saying I'm lying to myself. But accept what? A world that crushed us? A truth that leaves me alone? No, I'd rather be the monster than the survivor. It doesn't matter. I've already been through hell. Call me the devil. I'm already in hell. So that's the end of the game. Because now we're back to being Yumi getting off the bus at Dolltown. So everything about the factory, everything about Frangen, we have no idea who Frangen is because at no point in the story do we ever find out that there's a brother. Like, we accept his word that he's the brother, but there's no point to it. I'm snoozing this. Because this is the end of the game. The stream is about to end, y'all. Do you need a map of the city? Oh, you've been here before, haven't you? Well, welcome back to Dolltown. Haha. And that's the end of the game. And there's the girls. There's the bullies. Strutting down the street like they own it. And there's the cat. So, in 2 hours, I have played through and beaten this game plus. New Game Plus added nothing. There is no point to it existing. And as a matter of fact, New Game Plus was easier than the base game because I didn't even have to do the mini game or the one small puzzle of finding the money for the reopening the Hanabari file. My investigation begins. Okay, cool. And that's it. Well, y'all, that was Dolltown. Welcome to Dolltown. This is one of the few times where I'll say I hope you watch this because I played it so you don't have to. I'm not going to refund the game. I probably could, actually. I might be actually still in Steam's review time, but I'm not going to. But yeah, I had high hopes for this game, and I was let down. The game feels disjointed. Sections of the game feel drastically out of place. The story starts to contradict itself, and then it feels like they slapdash stuff together to make it not. Sections of it are unexplored. It feels incomplete, like where they were going with it broke down after the demo. So I hope y'all had a good time watching. I'm going to be taking a break now. Y'all have fun.